welcome to Memories of Mann. Simple conversations with some of our senior residents about the lives they have led and some of their memories from long ago and far away. In this podcast, Harold Moore chats about his young days, working with his dad, the bakery, in the army, and being born in Pulrose.
In 1928, I was born up there, number 21, Pulrose, Braddon.
Goodness me.
It was then.
And was Pulrose very different then? I don't know. Was that very...
Yes. Oh, yes. There's 250 houses up there. And then, although there was only 250 houses, we had a police sergeant, Howard Caine. He was a police sergeant. Now, that was for 250 people. And now, you've got all, I think it's Annika, Springfield, all Pulrose, and it must be treble the people, and it's not a policeman.
No, you're right. You're right. Was there much trouble back in your day then?
No. No. As a matter of fact, there was only one or two, you know. There always will be where there's lads. But, no, on the whole, they were a lovely bunch of people. We had 6 mayors.
6?
Yes. Freddie Watty lived next door to me. Roy Birch. Alf Duggan. That's well, he's gone now, Alf. Oh, yes, Danny Cannon. Oh, yeah.
And so what did you get up to as a lad?
As a lad, when I was 9, I helped my father on the bread van. And I used to meet him after school at Belmont Hill. And then he still had about 300 houses to do. Yes. And some nights we wouldn't get finished till 7 or 7:30 of a night. Time meant nothing them days, did it?
So that would be a long day for your dad then?
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then, eventually, I tried to get in as a... Of course, the war was on then. I was 17 when the war finished. But when I was 15, my father got me in the bakehouse because there wasn't many more jobs going. I wanted to be a stonemason, but I tried 3 or 4 builders, and just then they hadn't the work on. So I took the bakehouse. I was on the last, I would think it'd be, the last horse-drawn bread cart in Douglas.
Is that right? Goodness me. So when would that be?
In the 40s. 1943 or 44. Tommy Fell had the old mare. Pepper, her name was. And she knew all the houses. She'd stop outside this house and stop outside, yes. But she was wicked. If you went in the stables, my father always said, always be whatever, because she'll kick you. So, there was 2 bread van, horse-drawn ones. Huey Kennick had the other, and his horse's name was Prince, big black horse. Never mind.
They were marvellous. So you didn't have to do too much to work with the horse, and if she knew where she was going.
She knew where she was going, yes. But sitting on the dicky seat, that's a little seat alongside the driver, and you'd be going down Prospect Hill, If you're sat on top of a little bread cart getting towed by a horse, it's a bit frightening. I used to turn round into Hassel Street. Oh, yeah.
And Athol Street then presumably, what, there'd be houses and things, or were there lots of businesses there then?
Oh, it was always a business way, wasn't it? But Athol Street those days was two-way.
That's right.
Yeah, all the street. There was none of this one way. Anyway.
And so there was two businesses then doing the bakeries or going around with the horses then. But what would be the same for the milk people with the milk floats?
Oh yes, that's during the war. It was handy really to have the horses because there was a shortage of petrol, you see. So the horses come handy. So I was born at Pulrose. I was known as the water baby.
Why was that then?
I'll tell you why. The Pulrose Bridge, the water bridge by the waterfall, had swept away and they couldn't get the midwife across. So my father had to go and get his horse, Jack, and the stiff cart. You know what a stiff cart is?
No, I don't.
Well, it's a horse-drawn cart. Oh, there was dozens of them. The corporation had them just before the war. Oh, they were all used to empty the coal boats. Yeah.
And so,
Anyway, the old wooden bridge had got washed away and the midwife couldn't get across the river. So my father went and got his horse and a stiff cart and she stood in the back of that. And it was a big horse, 17 hands, and he got across. So there was a piece in the paper, my mother cut it out. I was known as a water baby. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great tale. So did you stay with the bakery business for a long time then?
Until 1946. I was 18 then. So I could have had a deferment, which meant I could have stayed all in the bakery until I was 18, or finish my time, which would have been 2021. But I didn't. I decided to go in the army, get it over with. But the war had only finished 1 year then. I was 7. I was called up when I was 18 for, not as a conscript, but for the duration of the war. It wasn't really finished, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so where did you end up with what did you end up doing with the army then?
Oh, I was in the cookhouse, of course. Most of the bakers were, or butchers, or grocers. They were all put as cooks. But I went up with I done my training up in Carlisle at Adrian's camp. And then when we finished our training, that's your primary training, I was sent to Catterick. I was up there for a year, and then I went to Newcastle, to Penn Barracks, Northumberland Fusiliers. I stayed with them a while, then I got posted to Yorkshire. Yeah, I was up there in a little village, Easingwold. But I didn't get an overseas post. And I would have liked to, but I didn't. My brother was out in India for 3.5 years during the war. But there we are.
So you'd have liked the idea of going to foreign climes somewhere?
I would have done. I was jealous of the other boys, you know.
Of course.
When you come home on leave and meet them on the boat coming over, and they'd say, "Oh, I've been to Palestine, and I've been to Singapore." And one lad was telling me, I was coming back on the boat at Cliffy Brighton. I went to school with him, and I asked him where he was. He said, out in Singapore. And he said, you won't believe this, but he said he was in the RASC, that's drivers. He was driving along this road, pitch black, and there's a fella waving his arms. So I stopped, told him to get in. It's a soldier. And good God, he said, there was a lad that lived by him, McCarry he lived up the head road. That's funny, isn't it? All them miles.
Small world. And so did you enjoy your time in the army then?
Oh, yes. They should have it today.
Well, some people still say that.
Oh, I think it'd be good for them, you know.
In the next podcast, Harold talks more about his army days, the war years, and working for the corporation.